You're tuned in to the Pete McDevitt YouTube stream. Pete's calling the game live and in real time. Join the large and active community of fans in our family-friendly chat room, hosted by some of the best moderators in the business. Whether it's America's pastime baseball, a battle on the gridiron, or an NHL hockey game, you'll find the best sports commentary on YouTube is right here at the Pete McDevitt Show. And it's all starting right now.
All right, welcome in, everybody. See how this is going to go tonight.
She's made history. She's the first ever Intercontinental Women's Champion. She's 7-1 in 2025.
Valkyrie versus Becky Lynch. That's the one they're talking about right now. Hello, Debbie. Hello, Jason. Hello, Doug. Fred O'Malley. Welcome in.
Confidence the last couple of weeks, especially when she's standing in the ring across one of the greatest women of all time.
Cricket, hello. Just got up. Okay. Well, welcome in.
For so long, you know, I think back to I think both those women, they cut their teeth at Fight Factory Pro Wrestling in Dublin, and it's so interesting because Becky got out I think in 2013, and Lyra came in the next year 2014. I feel like you see
this is pretty cool. Did I find your email? No, I haven't looked at any email. I haven't had any access to any email. Sorry, did not. I do not see anything in there with an email.
Exactly. So let's give the women the same honor and the same grace as well.
Thank you for saying that, because she's not wrong and you're not wrong when it comes to the age discussion around women versus men. But, you know, I talked to Becky earlier today, too, and she brought up another point that's sort of in the same vein, which is
those fake eyelashes for her got to be a pain in the butt.
Like, yes, it would be nice to mentor up and coming WWE superstars, but why is that being asked of her and not necessarily other people?
Plymouth Rock, hello, welcome in.
Do you know what I mean? Yeah. I kind of understand where Becky is coming from, though I don't understand with her tact when it comes to one Lyra Valkyria.
Totally, and yeah, I totally understand the time-honored tradition of looking up at the lights and passing.
Why does Becky Lynch pass the torch when she can still throw down?
She's nowhere near that, but I will say this.
Welcome in, friends.
It has been a long time since she was in a one-on-one competition.
1 year. Almost 1 year.
Lyra Valkyria has been working. She is an active champion, an inaugural Intercontinental champion, as you mentioned earlier. So as much as Becky has the experience, as much as she's still in her prime, ring rust is a real thing, right?
Yeah, and so I think it's always that conversation of, is it rest or is it rust? Is it, hey, we're going to see a really fresh Becky?
Vicky Gillespie, hello, welcome in.
We're time to dial in again, or are we going to see someone who is a little?
We're just a couple minutes away from kickoff here. Just a couple.
It's going to be like getting back on that fight. But let's not ignore the fact that Lyra is walking in as champion. It is on Becky to take that title from her.
That's true. Lyra is coming in as champion. Where the one coin went that I used to put here. Tick, tick, tick. Oh, there we go. It was being pushed down. I'm like, what is wrong with that? Here comes Michael Cole.
Listen, I love Pat. I respect his heart immensely.
As Michael Cole enters right on cue.
Exactly. The reason that Pat's in this situation, I respect Pat wanting to step up for this man.
Michael Cole.
He's taught all of us and mentored all of us on the broadcasting side of WWE so much. But man, Pat has the history. Pat is a great athlete. Don't forget, he's won big matches in NXT before. He's won at WrestleMania before. But Gunther is a different animal.
Gunther.
I am worried about the health and well-being of our colleague Pat McAfee.
As you should be. And look, Pat is really talented. He's an incredible athlete. All those things. You see him in the ring. But it's one thing when wrestling is one of a dozen different things that you do. He is traveling. He is jet setting. Gunther was born for this. This is all.
Yeah, Gunther should not lose to McAfee tonight unless something odd happens.
The embarrassment he had, he is trying to make a point here tonight.
He's mad. Gunther is mad. Irate is a good word. All right, we're getting closer and closer for showtime.
Wade Barrett coming out.
One more time, John Cena versus Randy Orton, possibly for the final time. I mean, what are you expecting from this match? Any final thoughts?
Well, I'm expecting more of the ground and pound that we saw from John Cena at WrestleMania. Before the Travis Scott chicanery happened, John Cena was double axe handles and getting down and dirty. I expect to see that same sort of style from John Cena tonight.
And you know what's so interesting, too, is Randy typically is known for...
Don't knock over. Look at the fake Randy Orton there. He's always there. Where's Green Guy? Got to look for all the locals that make all the pay-per-views.
And it would be a huge, huge, huge moment for Randy Orton. His 15th world title would put him just 2 behind John Cena's record-setting 17. So the race it's still there for Randy Orton to be had and to make himself the GOAT greatest of all time. But we are out of time here on the Countdown Backlash for Big E.
You know security is sitting right there where those people can't get to anywhere near her.
Like I said, the Fatal 4-Way is kicking it off. Our main event features John Cena defending his title against Randy Orton.
Fatal 4-Way is going to kick it off, everybody. That should be interesting.
Here to perform the
Star Spangled Banner.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we held at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watch were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets bursting in gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the
Beautiful. Thank you to all the servicemen and women that have served our country. Hello, Koya. Welcome in. Welcome in. Welcome in.
And this is St. Louis, Missouri, the gateway to the West, in a city deeply rooted in professional wrestling tradition, lying along the banks of the
Rob Law, welcome in. Cody interrupts Cena as Stardust descends. We'll see. Welcome in, Lamont Gray.
Which is sold out and home tonight, the WWE Backlash. Well, in many ways, I feel responsible for this, but my best friend, broadcaster, colleague, Pat McAfee, heading into the ring tonight in action against a vicious...
I like how McAfee's walking in the building from like the garage or something. Gunther comes out of a bus. McAfee comes out of the trash dumpster.
Looking for retribution and revenge against, well, her former mentor, the 7-time world champion, the man,
Becky Lynch.
The Intercontinental Championship here live tonight. And this is the hometown of this man, seeking his 15th world title. Randy Orton, John Cena, live at Backlash.
Everybody's got a bus nowadays. Good Lord.
What a weekend it was in Las Vegas.
Highlights from WrestleMania right now. This will be interesting tonight.
Anything to me, because the last real champ is here. Talking about.
They're hyping up Orton and Cena right now.
I'm not the one who tapped out, Rodney. I'm going to maul you. I'm going to grab you by the hand and drive it into this mouth. You got a problem with Cole. You got a problem with me.
This has a chance to be interesting tonight.
I'm ready, the greatest ever. You pray for peace and they give you war. Pray for more. I'm gonna make that matter like I made you matter.
Paul Heyman's going to come out with Becky Lynch, I think. Nick and Claire. Hello, Nick. Welcome in, buddy. Lila Rose, good evening.
Winners write history.
That's it. That's all you get with Cena.
Morgan & Morgan presents WWE Backlash.
There's your fireworks to kick it off. Fireworks. We're ready.
You are looking live at the sold-out Enterprise Center in downtown St. Louis, Missouri. We are sold out with 17,155
17,000 people there. Hello, Shannon Woods. Welcome in. All right, who we got coming out? LA Knight.
The following is a fatal four-way match for the United States Championship.
Fatal four-way.
From Los Angeles, California, weighing in at 240 pounds, LA Knight.
What an incredible way to kick off Backlash tonight, a fatal four-way match for the United States Championship. Hello again, everybody, at ringside tonight. I'm Michael Cole from Monday Night Raw. He's Wade Barrett for Friday Night SmackDown. Our normal partner, Pat McAfee, not here tonight because he has a match with Gunther later on. But what a way to kick off the night for the U.S. title.
Yeah, what is likely to be one of the most physical matches of the year. Championship on the line, packed arena, and they are bellowing out support for the megastar LA Knight. Yeah.
Some tremendous statistics from our Jackie Redmond during the countdown show. LA Knight has been extremely successful so far in 2025. 4 wins to just about anyone.
McIntyre. Isaac, welcome in. All right. Getting everything fixed here. McIntyre making his way to the arena.
Scotland, weighing in at 275 pounds, Drew McIntyre. Drew McIntyre has not held a championship since WrestleMania 40.
WrestleMania 40.
Ago. The night he won the world heavyweight title, defeating Seth Rollins only to hold it for 5+ minutes before being cashed in on by one of the men in his matchup tonight, Damian Priest. In those 14 months.
All right, let's get a poll up there. I'm going to get the poll going.
Just cast your eyes on Drew McIntyre. That physique is undeniably fab. But the grimace on the face tells its story. Drew McIntyre is livid that he is in a fatal four-way matchup this evening instead of a one-on-one match after winning a #1 contenders match on SmackDown a couple of weeks ago. He aims to make these three opponents pay this evening. Well, McIntyre yesterday on SmackDown did connect with a claymore to the jaw of the champ Jacob Fatu. That could be the pathway to victory. And gold tonight for McIntyre. And a win here, capturing the United States Championship, will make Drew McIntyre a Grand Slam champ.
Here comes Priest. A lot of people think Priest is going to go over. I don't know.
Damian Priest is a former United States champion. Would love to win the gold back here tonight.
Fred O'Malley's in the house. Good to see you.
No one will ever forget Backlash 2 years ago in Puerto Rico. Damian Priest and Bad Bunny. One of the most incredible matchups we've seen at this event as we celebrate the 20th Backlash here tonight.
Damian Priest has a major point to prove after losing the Sin City Street Fight at WrestleMania 41 to one of his opponents tonight, Drew McIntyre, something the Street King Priest wants to make good this evening.
You think you got to go Jacob, but you can't decide? I don't know. I'm just sure it's going to be physical. That's what I'm sure of. Ugh.
Loading from Sacramento, California, weighing in at 291 pounds. He is the
United States champion, Fatu. Yeah, it's going to be a physical match here.
Ladies and gentlemen, the United States champion Jacob Fatu has never been pinned or made to submit since his arrival here in WWE. The interesting thing about this matchup tonight, Wade, is
He doesn't have to be pinned or be submitted in order to lose his United States Championship, because the first man to get pinfall or submission becomes the champion.
Yeah, that's why Drew McIntyre's reaction to this becoming a fatal four-way is a little surprising to me. I think the pathway to victory for LA Knight, Damian Priest, and indeed the Scottish Terminator McIntyre is that much easier in that they don't have to pin the current champion, a man who may well be unpinnable.
Jacob Fatu staring across the ring at that man, LA Knight. Man Fatu defeated in WrestleMania in an incredible match for the United States title. What a shock. McIntyre has a scowl on his face as he makes his way to the ring to officially begin this match for the prestigious United States Championship.
All right, we're just about ready.
Held this title over the years. Of course, the very first found back in 1974. Someone who this part of the world knows very well. The late great Harley Race, the first ever United States champion.
Here we go.
For many men in the current roster in WWE. The great strategy tonight for these men in this match.
The crowd really behind Fatu. Wow.
Try and focus all of your energies on softening up one of the other two and stay out of this cold, violent barbarian's way.
And no surprise that the rivalries have split them up to start this match. Fatu and LA Knight, and of course, McIntyre and Priest. We talked a lot.
Wow, listen to that crowd.
Damian Priest, nearly 14-month rivalry with each other, would possibly cost them in this match.
Fatu, LA Knight in the ring. Oh, Fatu takes one off the head. Neck breaker by Knight was nice. Priest with the slam. LA Knight hitting anything that moves. Nice shoulder tackle.
Look at two driven into LA Knight's knees, and LA Knight.
Wow.
Focused here, the early going tonight.
Slam. McIntyre gets slammed by Knight in the middle of the ring. Yeah, they'll do that sometimes, Rob.
Knight is so focused here, Wade.
Well, this has been an absolute thus far for the megastar. But putting one of these men down for the 3 count is a very tall order this early in the match.
They're going for the Samoa drop, but again, LA Knight.
LA Knight slips out of that.
And here's the cover now. And a kick out by Fatu off that inverted DDT by LA Knight.
It's been a 2-minute highlight reel of LA Knight's ability thus far. This was not what anyone was.
They got enough logos on the ring mat tonight.
And Damian Priest goes out from Jacob Fatu, who's the champion, starts to fight back. Remember, Knight was embarrassed at the way that he lost at WrestleMania. It was a great match, but he did not want to lose the title on the grand stage. Oh, and a big elbow drops Fatu again.
The adhesion between Priest and the megastar once again. Only take it so far in a match like this.
A temporary alliance formed here, because remember, it's every man for
Oh! Fatu into the corner, shoulder first. Right into the post.
Just like I said, temporary alliance. Well, I like the alliance in taking out Jacob Fatu. Oh, my God.
Monkey flip by McIntyre on Knight. Spike slam by McIntyre. Neck breaker by McIntyre. He's dropping anything that'll move. Does it on both. Neck breaker on everybody. Wow.
It's a 275-pound man, ladies and gentlemen.
Just an unfair.
Claymore coming.
McIntyre looking for a Claymore, and he's intercepted.
Clothesline. LA Knight. LA Knight takes a kick by Fatu.
There is always a fresh opponent lurking and waiting to strike when you least expect it.
That step up kick by
Damian Priest in the corner.
on the top rope. Damian Priest Priest going to go up high as well. So agile for one.
Hurricane Rana by Priest.
Superstar should be capable of moves like that.
And Priest.
Wow.
One wrinkle in the massive playbook of this powerful Puerto Rican.
And now Damian Priest hits that Fatu on the other side. Of that flatliner taking out LA Knight. McIntyre finds his way back into the ring as well. Priest turns his attention again to the champion. And a big kick by Priest.
Big kick by Priest on Fatu.
This calls Priest, if you remember, this move here, old school from the top ropes against McIntyre WrestleMania. It turns into a crossbody.
It cost him this time, worked perfectly.
Oh, big shoulder block.
Jacob Fatu has got zero momentum so far in this matchup. The other trio at moments have looked like they're closing in on victory.
And perhaps that facade of invincibility.
Clothesline. McIntyre's out of the ring.
By the other three competitors.
LA Knight and Priest going at it now.
Perhaps realizing he is the most durable threat in the matchup.
Spinning heel kick by Damian Priest, who now finds himself in control.
I'm impressed because Priest is in control and he's not breathing heavy at all. This deep into a matchup throwing a lot of offense. Wake up.
Oh, here's now Fatu. Samoan drop out of the barricade.
Samoan drop on the barricade for Priest. Fatu's nuts.
He's typed up the diet, and I have no interest in being anywhere near this man because he is completely unhinged. Here's a man who, I've told this story before, spent a number of times in jail, got out, had to sleep on a mattress. Said, I'm never going back there again. I'm going to become a wrestler. I'm going to make some money. And I'm going to destroy people in the process. I'm going to use that killer instinct that I learned.
Here comes Fatu going against McIntyre.
We got two alpha males from opposite sides of the planet about to square off.
No back down in either one of these men. McIntyre and Fatu.
All gas, no brakes, doesn't do you any good when you hit a brick wall. That's the words of McIntyre.
They're just standing at each other, looking each other off right now.
Quite the moment building here in St. Louis.
Exchanging right hands.
McIntyre is a bit wobbly. But a headbutt today.
Oh, nice big shoulder block. Pop up Samoan drop.
This guy's a quote machine. Translate that. Do you know what I mean?
Got it. Oh, into the corner. Paying homage to, of course, Umaga and Rikishi.
I'm the kind of guy I want to have many conversations with, but like everyone else, I want to stare on in awe at the power of Jacob Fatu.
Yeah, I made sure there was a table between us when I spoke with him earlier.
Stay a safe distance away from this man.
Fatu going up the ropes.
Distance in double quick time.
Indeed, it is an incredible athlete for his size, the power, and the agility, the strength and the quickness, a high-impact offensive style.
He's also absorbed more punishment than anyone else in this matchup.
Fatu going up.
It took a little bit too much time there. McIntyre right in the eyes. The official can do nothing because remember, no disqualification in a fatal four-way match.
You simply gotta go savage against Jacob Fatu. Do what you gotta do to get it done.
Now LA Knight.
Oh.
Boss McIntyre stops away at the protection of McIntyre. McIntyre is in trouble now.
Real frenzy of energy taking over this place.
LA Knight into the corner. McIntyre not able to do anything as LA Knight now heads to the
LA Knight now fired up.
Go to work on the champ. Too able to knock him away.
Priest down, McIntyre tied up. This is effectively a one-on-one match. This is where you need to get get victory here.
What the hell is Fatu thinking? And look at the close straight in the back end.
Oh!
He sends
Fatu in the night, and Jacob Fatu follows it up. What an incredible pivot from Jacob.
Wow, suicide dive out of the ring.
This guy is an absolute athletic freak, and he's closing in on the kill. One time from the top. And LA Knight, blood force trauma.
Blood force trauma, LA Knight.
All of the mutes. Priest in the cover. McIntyre breaks things up. Priest almost is able to steal it. Oh, God.
Wow, all of them laying out right now.
Victory. McIntyre almost falling on his own shoulder.
This is absolutely incredible. First one, two, with the smart time, but that wasn't it, Wade.
Unloading all of the heavy artillery. Do not turn your back. Do not celebrate. BFT from the megastar followed immediately by the crushing sound of heaven. And then McIntyre.
Yeah, ouch is a good word.
All 4 men are down. It's for the prestigious United States Championship. Incredible electricity here, 17,000 plus in St. Louis.
Two things guaranteed to win. You need to take your body to places your opponents won't. And secondly, all 4 of these men are going to need major medical intervention when this one is over.
Well, maybe not Fatu. He's back to his feet. He's shaking and juking and jiving. Yeah. Oh! McIntyre.
Nice stop by McIntyre there.
Look at the future shock DDT.
Future shock DDT.
Medical attention call.
And Fatu now rolls out to the apron. LA Knight able to counter. Look to the BFT. LA Knight, they're caught up with Fatu, rolled out of the ring. And now McIntyre, after shock again.
Wow, another aftershock.
We're all feeling the aftershocks of the level of impacts these competitors are absorbing. Bruce cooking something up here like a tightly coiled.
2, 1. Claymore on LA Knight. Damian Priest pulled out the ref before the 3 count.
Perfectly legal, but incredibly underhanded.
Priest pulling McIntyre out. They're going at it now.
We talked about this earlier tonight. With this ultimate animosity between these two men spill out and cost them the match.
Wow.
McIntyre a title again. Meanwhile, Fatu back into the ring.
And this is just going into the hands of Jacob Fatu and potentially LA Knight.
Maybe Fatu.
Crowd chanting for all, switching left and right on who they're pulling for.
For all intents and purposes, it's turned into a one-on-one matchup because McIntyre and Priest are down and the timekeeper's there. Up to the ring, so not rolled out of harm's way. Now it's LA Knight.
Fatu struggling now.
That has taken everyone out. LA Knight just getting away in the nick of time. What does everybody want? From the top rope.
Oh, from the top rope, LA Knight. He's going up again. Oh!
So small of the megastar.
Kick out on 2 3/4.
Meanwhile, the fight between McIntyre and Priest has now spilled out onto the floor seats of the WWE fans here. McIntyre's turning over in equipment case and now talking trash to the camera.
Well, you certainly can't win a match all the way out there. These two completely focused on one another and not victory at this point, it seems.
Well, they're going now. McIntyre and Priest up in that area for our audio and our video.
Somebody's about to go through a table. Those tables right below them. I think it's going to be, oh boy, maybe both of them.
Priest now breaking the eyeballs of McIntyre.
Little payback. And again,
Priest is going to go through the. Here it goes. Choke slam. Oh! Wow.
McIntyre's down. Priest is down. LA Knight and Fatu are down at ringside as we take another look. Watch this impact wave.
Oh my God, a standard sound of heaven is bad enough, but with the elevated height, pushing through the table.
Crush that table.
Such is their level of hatred for one another.
Again, we speculated about this earlier. Would it affect these two men in this match?
Casey Skipper Brian, hello.
Medical staff have understandably sprinted out here. That may have been an error from Damian Priest, who saw the red rag before his eyes. The mist descended, and there is now a somber chill in the air as these two men are in great danger.
It looks like McIntyre's ear was a bloody mess.
Submission. So LA Knight realizing that, trying to take advantage as he sends the champ Fatu into the ring post.
Well, I'm completely writing off McIntyre and Priest. At this point, this is a one-on-one match, and it's getting really, really ugly.
And now Fatu on our announce table. The hood of the announce table compressed into a lapse, and now using the front of the announce table as a weapon to Fatu. Jacob now.
LA Knight's going up on the top of that corner ring post.
Any of this carnage going on, match continues.
LA Knight now. Oh my God. Knight heading up to the second rope. And look who's here. Solo Sikoa pulling Jacob Fatu.
Solo Sikoa getting involved.
He's to have backup in this game, and LA Knight just knew that his chance of victory went begging.
Look at him. A clothesline. Who the hell?
It's another.
That's one of the biggest free agents on the planet. Oh my God. That's Jeff Cobb.
Wow. It's Cobb.
Apparently did Solo Sikoa's dirty work for him.
Well, LA Knight completely blindsided, has absolutely no idea what hit him or who hit him.
This guy is just a
Jeff Cobb is in.
He just crushed Knight.
And obviously he is part.
And now sends Knight back into the ring. Fatu now coming to at ringside. He looks as confused as we are. Hey, get this guy out of here now. Get out. Hey, get him out of here. Get out of here. Oh.
Fatu's just trying to figure it out, I guess.
The damage has been done by that man. And now Jacob Fatu is going to continue the assault on a now defenseless LA Knight. Again, Wade, Fatu looks as perplexed as the rest of us.
Well, whatever the deal, Solo Sikoa has struck here.
Sikoa's going to pin LA Knight. Fatu wins.
Championship.
So don't look a gift horse in the mouth. Fatu retains thanks to that intervention.
Interesting. Not the way I thought it was going to go. Anybody new in here tonight for the first time? Say hello in the chat.
The United States Championship. Wade, remember what Solo Sikoa said last night on SmackDown? He said, I'm out of soldiers. You got to wonder, is this man his newest soldier?
Sikoa's just walking away from. I mean, Fatu's just walking away. Jack tab, Cricket. Tab. Interesting. Serpum, hello. That was kind of a disappointing cutoff ending right there. You know, I thought it was going to be a lot more energy than that. $17 they went, though.
I'm used to everyone in the WWE wanting a piece of me, but now that I use the Old Spice cracking guard, I gotta look out for everyone else. I get it. They all want the 24/7 push. Keep in mind, Grandpa knows a good smell. When he tastes it, now I'm the Old Spice guy. Oh, I'm the Old Spice guy.
Well, that was ridiculous, that commercial.
On June 28th.
They're already starting promoting Saudi Arabia.
Champions live here. WWE Night of Champions.
Night of Champions, June 28th.
Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. Tickets available soon on WeBook.
Well, folks, the General Entertainment Authority, in cooperation with WWE, has announced that Night of Champions will be held at Kingdom Arena in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia on Saturday, June 28th. Friday Night SmackDown emanates from Kingdom Arena the night before. This marks the first time SmackDown will be held in Saudi Arabia's capital. General ticket sale information and further event updates available in the upcoming weeks. And tonight, WWE Backlash is presented by Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm. Injured, go to For the People.
This guy must have paid a lot of money for that. It's the third commercial already for them.
Immediately following the main event here tonight on Peacock, WWE social media channel, Jackie Peter and Big E will break things down. You see the array of special guests that are going to be on the event later on tonight. Our main event tonight here in St. Louis, Missouri, John Cena versus Randy Orton. Their storied rivalry began 25 years ago. They had 23 one-on-one matches in their career. Tonight could be the final time they meet in WWE. But before we get there, it's a heated rivalry.
Here we go. What do we got next? Valkyria next.
Will Lyra finally strike back at the man and settle the score? It's an all-Irish showdown for the Women's Intercontinental Championship up next.
I'm just so excited.
Things are going to heat up.
These women are good people.
They have to know to watch their backs. I let it go. I know.
Oh, now we got to go through the Peacock commercials. Peacock commercials.
I have a thirst for blood. Dude.
This game is torture.
Let the war just begin.
Kill as much as you can before they kill you.
How juicy.
Hey. I hate this commercial. Look at that. There should be no commercials on pay-per-views. I'm sorry.
It's your time to push your limits. U.S. Army Reserve.
Taking a little brain vacay to Japan? It's the dream. Why did you stop dreaming and go?
My budget's more instant ramen than sashimi these days. Use Priceline. They've got millions of hotel and flight deals on the.
You wonder how much these people paid for these commercials.
You tried the 60% off? It's super fresh. Japan, here I come. Arigato.
Arigato.
With Chevy Equinox EV, you could wake up every day with a full charge. Your crew can have a roomy, no compromise. And starting around $34,995, you and your money.
Contract match? No.
With over 315 miles of range.
Should just be Becky Lynch coming up.
Value you'd expect in a dealer right down.
Lynch versus Valkyria.
Go EV without changing a thing. Chevrolet. Together, let's drive.
Walmart Plus. It's Walmart Plus free delivery. Because cooking food.
Right now, I'm in a commercial, John.
It's Walmart Plus an include.
Oh, I needed to close this one out. Put this up here.
Dora. So your daughter can learn Espanol. Yeah. Plus, you get 25% off at Burger King. And that's 25% more savings to put towards things you need. Like napkins. Our thoughts exactly. Basically, it's Walmart plus more ways to save. Walmart Plus. It's Walmart Plus.
This Mother's Day, luxury is how Mom defines it. Of course, she might define it a few ways. Celebrate Mom luxuriously with 20% off store-wide through Mother's Day. Only at Jared Jr.'s.
Con cada paso, acumulamos experiencias y logros y aprendemos a cuidar nuestra salud. Si tienes 45 años o más, debes hacerte una prueba para detectar el cáncer de colon, aunque no tengas síntomas. La prueba de Cologuard se puede...
I have no idea what they're saying right here.
Cuando se detecta temprano, el cáncer de colon es tratable en 9
I think they're saying, watch Zippity Doo Dog.
para personas de 45 años o más, con riesgo promedio y no riesgo alto.
Welcome in, Neil.
Resultados falso positivos y falso negativos. Pregúntale a tu médico si Cologuard es para ti.
Dun, 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 dun.
With hundreds of sales every week, eat well for less at Whole Foods Market.
Whoa. Here comes Becky.
It's been nearly a year since Becky Lynch has been in a one-on-one match here at WWE. She lost the steel cage match to Liv Morgan.
Thank you, Neil.
Had a couple of tag team matchups, of course, at WrestleMania, and then the night that she turned on Lyra Valkyria. Will that come into play tonight, Wade? She really hasn't another match in a year.
She's working the crowd pretty good.
Class is permanent. And you shake off the ring rust in a heartbeat when you're as good as Becky Lynch.
And this match is sponsored tonight by Cricket. Fast and powerful nationwide 5G coverage. You can stress less, smile more. Becky Lynch, a 7-time world champion. Royal Rumble winner, couple-time tag team champ, former NXT women's champion as well.
Won it all, but now gets a chance to add one more in the form of the Women's Intercontinental Championship.
You're picking Lyra, huh? A lot of people are in the chat right now.
And her opponent from Dublin, Ireland, she is the Women's Intercontinental Champion, Lyra Valkyria.
She won a 12-person tournament to become the inaugural Women's Intercontinental Champion.
Here she comes, all done up in green. Hello, Candy. Welcome in.
Holding the title for 100+ days. We would learn that it was Becky Lynch, the woman who attacked Bayley, who was supposed to team with Lyra Valkyria for the tag titles at WrestleMania. Becky and Lyra would go on to win the titles, and then Becky would turn her back on this woman A woman who looked up, idolized Becky Lynch, who was a protege of sorts, only to be betrayed after losing the tag team championship match.
Becky looked fired up. Here comes the feathers, yeah.
Capitulate 24 hours later, Lyra Valkyria, I would argue, ruined the triumphant return of one of the biggest names in the industry after an 11-month absence.
Yeah, well, Becky Lynch forcing her way into that matchup after attacking Bayley. Nonetheless, this is for the Intercontinental Championship. Lyra Valkyria, Becky Lynch. Lyra does own a victory over Becky back in 2023, Halloween Havoc at NXT. Lyra would beat Becky Lynch to take the NXT Women's Championship.
Many people would argue that was a fluke victory.
I don't know if we're going to have feathers this time, Doug.
It was a very quick pin out of nowhere. And Becky Lynch is about to make amends for that tonight.
Well, fluke or not, she won. And if Lyra beats Becky tonight, are you going to call that a fluke as well, Wade?
The referee that is in there right now, that's the referee that my brother trained her.
In an interview with Sports Illustrated, Lyra Valkyria said Becky loved being an idol. She tried to be helpful, and once she was helpful to the women in the locker room, that has completely changed. Now Becky has become jealous and bitter and wants to take the top spot from anyone she can.
I personally do not agree. Perspective of Lyra Valkyria whatsoever. Becky Lynch continues to show tough luck for the young
Lynch getting a lot of heat.
And basically use Becky Lynch as the blueprint for her own success.
Nice leapfrog arm drag takedown into the for a cover. She does get it here and kick it. Deep arm drag by Becky. Lyra said that Becky Lynch no longer cares who she hurts. Lyra said, I will not be walked on.
How's about a little bit of gratitude from Lyra Valkyria? Becky Lynch has basically given Lyra Valkyria the exact know-how to make it in this game and become a major star and champion. Well, thank you occasionally.
A lot of thank you. She's a protege of Becky's, looked up to her. Learned a lot from Becky.
And now all she does is badmouth Becky Lynch.
Becky brought that upon herself, and look at this, turning things around, getting moved by
Interesting. It's a reverse Boston Crab.
Punishing Lynch here with the Intercontinental title on the line. Will Becky give up?
Is she going to tap? Nah, not there.
Dominance in the early goings from the youngster Valkyria.
Yeah, this is a great confidence being shown by Lyra here. Slow pace. Punishing Becky, making her pay.
Working some snap in the process. I'm not going to argue the technical acumen of Lyra Valkyria.
Very nice.
Becky in trouble again.
Reverse bridge.
Valkyria with the title on the line. Lyra Valkyria is coming to work.
What's up, Dave? Disney Dreams? Welcome in.
2 years ago.
Not the Lyra Valkyria of 6 weeks ago, and that is thanks to Becky Lynch. It's tough love, it's tough love in the mindset of Lyra Valkyria.
And look at Valkyria putting on a clinic here against one of the all-time greats. Shoulders are down. Becky's got a kick.
Interesting.
Child's play thus far from Lyra Valkyria.
Waistlock standing switch by Lynch.
Becky Lynch is not to make.
Oh, look at this. Northern Lights. And a kick out by Lynch.
Hell of a bridge, too. Tight pin there, and Becky Lynch on the back foot from the off.
Lyra talking a little bit.
Becky Lynch has brought this out of Lyra, and I agree with you on that point. Lyra's come out of her shell. Much more confident, much more vocal. Believes in herself now. Has had an incredible title reign. WWE fans are behind her. And Valkyria now.
Oh.
Becky to the barricade.
So what you're telling me is there is method to the madness of the former mentor Becky Lynch.
I didn't think Becky expected this out of Lyra, but she's getting it here tonight at Backlash. I really love watching the development of this woman, Lyra Valkyria.
Valkyria going after her consistently.
At some point
hanging in there, Dave. Hanging in there.
Too much time hitting up the top of it now. Becky Lynch on the attack.
Yeah, Becky Lynch.
Becky getting aggressive.
Made her a top-level star in this industry, and Becky Lynch, as much as anyone else, did not have an easy climb to the top. in this game. Nobody rolled out the red carpet for her. Why the hell should she roll out the red carpet for people like Lyra Valkyria?
Becky now beating her down.
Becky wants the Intercontinental title again. She's been a world champ, an NXT champ, a tag champ, a Royal Rumble winner. Would love to become the second ever Intercontinental champion. And now, really taking it out on Valkyria. And she's got to be careful here because Lyra's got the champ's advantage. She's got to be pinning or submitted for Becky to win the title. Here's the cover. Now by Becky to kick out at 2.
Becky's arm is bleeding.
It's one thing coming
Wow.
It's another thing riding through that storm and showing you have champion caliber, endurance, and durability. And right now we're seeing that Becky Lynch is taking the sting out of the tail of Lyra Valkyria.
Yeah, Becky the veteran slowing things down, now controlling Lyra. Big slap across the face. This is all mental now, right? Mind game. Establishing dominance.
Was the clear weakness when it comes to Lyra Valkyria. It's Becky Lynch. Move for move, hold for hold, athleticism for athleticism. You can't put a piece of paper between them. But the mindset of Becky Lynch is conquering.
She's got her tied up in the corner. She's going to fly at her.
Some innocence to Lyra Valkyria. And that in this game is a massive problem.
Now Lyra Valkyria able to roll through.
Steps out of the way. Oh, she misses. Becky right back on top of her. An exploder.
Looking to win the championship. Shoulders down and a kick out. You know, Big E talked about this with us in the Countdown show. The fact that it takes a long time to find yourself in WWE. It doesn't happen in weeks. It doesn't happen in months. It takes years to get to that point. Lyra's just on the cusp of that.
Doing a lot of walking, killing time here.
Now you have to back that up in-ring bell-to-bell with the brightest spotlights on a PLE against one of the very best. It's a tall order.
Becky Lynch, who again admitted to attacking Bayley a few weeks ago and very vocal about Bayley in recent weeks.
I'll tell you right now, Bayley being taken.
Does Bayley interfere here? That's a good question.
These two to win the goal. The end justifies the means. And Lyra Valkyria got the greatest spotlight of her entire career. Thanks to Becky Lynch taking it down.
Is this your girl? We want to say thank you for having your girl.
Becky's screaming at that man who's the fiance, Lyra Valkyria sitting in front row here at ringside. And that just tipped Lyra off as he's fighting.
Lyra firing up outside.
Insult to injury, goading your opponent's future family member while defeating her and taking away a championship
For the title. And a kick out.
2.5.
Great mind games by the veteran. Bring out the emotion in Lyra. Force her to make a mistake.
Exactly the level Lyra Valkyria needs to round her game out to if she wants to be a future Hall of Famer like the man Becky Lynch.
15 seconds, 20 seconds. It's like 20 seconds between every move here.
Control is Becky Lynch.
Yeah, but that's how she made her name, right? Bruised and bloody is the name.
With her nose splattered across her face.
Lyra, though, very defiant.
Lyra fighting back up now. Now Becky rolls her up.
What a counter by Lyra. Trying to set Becky up. Down goes Lynch.
Tremendous power there from Lyra Valkyria fighting through the pain and that onslaught of slaps from Lynch. And managing to get a little breathing room finally.
It is for the Women's Intercontinental Championship. There's been only one Intercontinental Champion. That would be Lyra Valkyria, holding the title for over 100 days. It's time to fight back here against one of the all-time greats, Becky Lynch. And Lyra now on the clothesline, starting to build some momentum, and this is the fire.
Curtis family, welcome in. Best wrestler. There's too many of them to argue that.
She's had so much success thus far.
Cartwheel turned into the Enziguri.
Enziguri down. Sit out powerbomb. She kicks out. Jessica Carr.
She simply didn't get the height on that powerbomb to put away someone the caliber of Becky Lynch. And that's signs of fatigue on the body of the champion.
Is 17,155 sold out at the Enterprise Center.
17,155 in attendance.
Saw him retain the United States Championship.
The refs are, yeah, they are trained just like wrestlers are. Sorry, Debbie, I missed that. Yep, they're trained just like wrestlers. Top of the rope, superplex.
From the top rope, big swallow, what a superplex!
Wow.
Laura able to hold her up there for maximum impact. And Becky able to kick out at
2. He kicks out on 2.
Physically, Lyra Valkyria truly is this stalling suplex off the second rope there, connecting flush on the lower back of Becky Lynch, taking out your ability to kick out at just the back. Becky Lynch was able to dig deep enough to keep this one going.
WWE fans applauding this great matchup for the Women's Intercontinental title. Becky, this standing switch by Valkyria. Roll up now, shoulders down. Becky turns it around.
Becky on top, using the ropes.
Tell me that was instinct, Wade. That was premeditated.
With a wily veteran move, it just didn't pay off.
And Becky, down goes.
Oh, down goes. 2.5 by Lynch. Almost had her right there.
Realizing she perhaps underestimated the resolve of the champion tonight. Valkyria has been outstanding. I expect that every time from Becky Lynch.
There's a physical and mental exhaustion being shown by two of these women as this sold-out crowd looks on. Becky trying to get fired up now. Begging Lyra to get to her feet so Becky can put her away. Look at the manhandle slam.
Manhandle slam, no.
Valkyria into the corner goes Lynch. And Becky got caught this time. Went to the well once too often, and Lyra was able to capitalize.
Lyra just shoved her outside the ring, gonna fly over. Nice job.
Immediately bouncing. Lyra Valkyria just when Becky Lynch thought she was out of danger. Nowhere to hide against this woman.
Lyra top rope, leg drop to the back.
Leg drop to the back of the neck.
A move she perfected in NXT UK.
And that slight hesitation, and there, right there, wait, you see the inexperience.
Complete indecision, that shot that she had. The forward shoulder got
Oh, she came off. Becky caught her with the knees.
But it was enough. It was just enough. So watch this.
Was that Perry Batia that she won many matches with Tanya the Gold in NXT UK back in the day. This indecision, though, before going for the pin, perhaps cost her this one. Knees up catching the edge, you're right, Cole, of the frame.
What have they been going, 12 minutes now?
Allowing Becky Lynch to escape the worst of it.
And again, a slight indecision shows you the experience in Lyra. Will it cost her in this match against Lynch?
What's the road you have to find if you want to get to the level?
Back and forth, shots to the face.
Still weaknesses within Valkyria's.
Just like that. Oh, wait a minute.
The bridge.
Backslide. Becky able to counter. And now Lynch down. Oh, look at rolling armbar here.
There it is. There's her.
This arm reversed nicely there.
And now,
Lyra with an armbar on.
And now, Becky Lynch. Trying to get into a pinning combination here. And Becky Lynch out. There it is. There's the disarmer. The disarmer now on Lyra. Will she give the champion a tap out?
So it's diligently trying to dig this one out. And clearly, like Lyra just how
She rolls Becky up on the reverse. Man, they're doing quick reverses here. Pump handle slam there. 2. This is awesome chance going on.
And now it's Becky Lynch second guessing herself. Everything she's thrown at Lyra, and now she's lost it.
Hello, Mr. Aaron. Welcome in.
Crushing kick out by Lyra Valkyria. The confidence ebbing away from Becky Lynch, and now you see sheer panic in the eyes of the challenger, wondering what the hell she has to do to win this goal.
We talked to Becky earlier.
What's she going to get?
Cocky, egotistical.
A chair.
You can't win the title with the chair, Becky. It's about the Intercontinental Championship.
This is Becky Lynch completely losing her mind at this point. Game plan out the window.
And the official, Jessica Carr, she doesn't want to see the match in that way either.
You're a huge favor to Becky Lynch there. Keeping this matchup alive.
Well, wait a second. Right, so as Jessica Carr throws the chair out of the ring, Becky Lynch now has exposed the turnbuckle.
Opened up a turnbuckle.
Steel turnbuckle now exposed. The pad has been ripped off. Valkyria sends Becky. Oh, Becky Black almost got caught there. Nice German suplex released by Light. Valkyria with a big spin kick.
Off the top rope.
Second rope. Moonsault. This time it connects. This time through pain. Kick out by Becky.
Kick out by Becky at 2.5.
Well, both women giving it everything they've got, but their opponent has been equal to everything thus far.
Both of them are a bloody mess.
With both of these top superstars.
And it's mental fatigue that is the killer at this point. You know you've dropped your best shots, and it's not been good enough.
Lyra now hitting Becky up on her shoulders. Becky again able to counter. Oh, second turnbuckle, not the exposed one.
Highly fortunate.
Another manhandle slam. Another cover by Lynch. Another kick out by Valkyria.
Another kick out again.
And Becky Lynch is beside herself.
Lyra Valkyria is showing the world just how hard-wearing she is. Tolerating massive levels of abuse, and this is getting super ugly.
Yeah, Becky Lynch is just, she lost it. Doesn't know what she needs to do to put Lyra away.
I don't think Lyra Valkyria has any clue where she's at now. It's about to get even worse.
Uh-oh, blocked by Lyra. Now Jessica Carr realizes the turnbuckle's been exposed. She's going to head out to, I guess, grab the pad. Meanwhile, Becky went for another manhandle.
Referee's going to take a bump.
Has Becky up. Nightwing, center of the ring. The official was out of position when she was doing her job.
2.
Yeah, that extra beat has taken victory away from the champ.
It wasn't Jessica Carr's fault. She was doing her job trying to put the pad back on the turnbuckle. A bit out of position, and that slight difference may have cost Lyra.
This is the referee completely unsigned to what's going on, trying to fix that clear and present danger in the corner. But that extra 1 second between the pin taking place and the count beginning was the difference maker. And Lynch is still alive in this one.
Lyra again, Becky up top.
Can't gonna be able to do it this time.
Becky fighting back though. Lynch looking for another manhandle slam. Lyra rolls through. Shoulders are down now on Lynch. Kick out.
Roll through, kick out.
From to the eye there, clearly not inadvertent, but highly effective.
Going up Lyra. Lyra able to counter. Roll up her arm. Grabs the leg of Becky Lynch and got her.
Lyra got her on a roll up.
Lynch is tipped off and she's assaulting Valkyria. Lyra Valkyria wins, retains the title, and Becky Lynch, clearly frustrated, beside herself, has completely got off on Valkyria.
Well, physically, both women gave it absolutely everything.
They don't need a silver just get in there, do something, stop it.
Lynch was just outfoxed, and now she is absolutely furious and going bananas.
She's going to break Lyra Valkyria's arm here. More officials are headed into the ring to try to separate this situation. Lyra Valkyria.
The hell's all in her hair?
And now,
demented look in the eye of Becky Lynch. Sometimes when you win early, you lose in this game.
General Manager Adam Pearce finally out here to separate these two. The champion retains her title, but at what cost?
Wow. Great ending.
It was a hell of a matchup, and it's a shame it had to end that way. We learned a lot about Becky Lynch tonight. We also learned a lot about the champion, Lyra Valkyria.
Tremendous courage and passion from both women, but it just exploded in the final moment.
Wow, wow, wow.
Lyra Valkyria, what a performance tonight, Wade.
She stepped up absolutely huge, outsmarting the veteran in those closing moments, getting the W. But the body of Lyra Valkyria is just erect at this point.
Got to take a look at some of the great action in this matchup. Lyra still the Intercontinental Champion. 3-man handle slams, I believe. Becky Lynch.
Astoundingly, the young champ equal to it, continuously kicking out and refusing to be defeated.
This was a great match.
I'll tell you one thing, Wayne, I am each and every week more and more impressed with the guts and resolve of the champion.
Building performances after an incredible amount of attention thrown at her over the previous several weeks. From Becky Lynch, you have to grow, you have to develop, and no matter what dirty tactics Becky Lynch tried tonight, Lyra Valkyria just said, hell no.
To the floor, it looked like Lyra had suffered a broken nose, but nonetheless, I'm going to say it right now, after this performance tonight, Wade Barrett, Lyra Valkyria has arrived.
That was impressive. Definitely impressive.
For the first time in WWE history, an interactive documentary of the Bloodline. Some of the most ferocious battles against the greatest warriors in the family. This year, we're going to give you a chance to right the historical wrongs and change history. Welcome to the Bloodlines Dynasty.
Rated T.
Bloodline Dynasty. Interesting.
Tomorrow on WWE LFG.
Time to whittle it down to 4. Who stays and who goes?
The semifinals throwdown.
This time, to spin this some up.
We're verbal jabs. Here, a 2-minute segment before commercial break. So all-out action. Pressure is at the highest level it's been. It's go hard.
Or go home.
Full advance to the final. WWE LFG. Tomorrow, 8/7 Central, only on A&E.
What's up, WWE Universe? Guess what? SummerSlam, Midnight, Tour Night, and I will finally be hosting. SummerSlam. We went there last year, 2 nights. Nobody better try me.
WWE SummerSlam, a 2-night event at MetLife Stadium. 2-day combo tickets on sale now. Scan the code to get yours today.
We gotta turn up.
And you know, 2-day combo tickets for SummerSlam at MetLife Stadium. JETS, Jets. In East Rutherford, New Jersey, on Saturday, August 2nd.
Jets.
Via Ticketmaster. But we're at Backlash tonight in St. Louis. We're just brought to you in part by Jackpocket. Download the Jackpocket app and use code WWE at checkout to receive a free Mega Millions or Powerball ticket. Our main event tonight, 25-year rivalry renewed. John Cena versus Randy Orton. This was their first one-on-one match in OVW. There's more to this history, which I'll get into a little bit later on tonight, because tonight could be the final time these guys ever go one-on-one. The most recent one was back in 2017, 8 years ago. Every time these two have been in the ring, it has been a classic.
It's going to be good tonight. Main event.
And we'd like to extend a special thank you to Killer Mike for Detonator featuring Rock D.
Killer Mike.
Theme song with WWE Backlash. Well, one fights to build his legacy, the other is here to destroy it. Pride meets punishment. Intercontinental Champion Dominic Mysterio battles Penta in a match for the Intercontinental title. Does Dirty Dom have what it takes to survive El Zero Miedo and his fruitless arsenal? That answer, just a moment.
Miles of flavor, those crispy peaks, 12 flavors so bold, your whole life is complete. Dipped in a lake, man, that ranch is deep. New crispy tenders, bring the flavor, Wingstop.
Still dreaming of Japan? My budget's more instant ramen than sashimi. Try
Welcome in, Bruce Harper.
millions of hotel deals on the menu.
All right, let's get it up here and get it going.
With Chevy Equinox EV, you can wake up every day with a full charge. Your crew can have a roomy, no-compromise interior. And starting around $34,995, you and your money can go further in America's most affordable EV with over 315 miles of range. Equinox EV, a vehicle you know, value you'd expect, and a dealer right down the street. Go EV without changing a thing. Chevrolet, together let's drive.
It's your time to push your limits. U.S. Army Reserve.
Walmart Plus. It's Walmart Plus. Free shipping, no order minimum. For all the things you wanted, plus the one thing you forgot. Plus, no worries, because quick shipping means you can forget the forgetting ever happened. Walmart Plus. It's Walmart Plus.
No, Bruce, I don't think that at all.
Is how mom defines it.
I think they have no interest. No interest at all.
Of course, she might define it a few ways. Celebrate mom luxuriously with 20% off store-wide through Mother's Day. Did you pick this out? Thank you. Come here, you. Only at Jared Jewelers.
Con cada paso, acumulamos experiencias y logros y aprendemos a cuidar nuestra salud. Si tienes 45 años o más, debes hacerte una prueba para detectar el cáncer de colon.
All right, waiting on the next match here.
La prueba de Cologuard se puede hacer en la privacidad de tu casa.
Waiting on it, waiting on it.
El cáncer de colon es tratable en 9 de cada 10 personas. Cologuard es para personas de 45 años o más, con riesgo promedio y no riesgo alto. Pueden darse resultados falso positivos y falso negativos. Pregunta a la clínica si Cologuard es para ti.
What's up? Look at me. Oh, it's the only one I saw. V is very, very
Extraordinary.
easy. Anyone make you adore him, love is all that I.
There's some feelings you can get with any sportsman.
Let's see what this next one's going to be here.
The no-no-nos. Now, what you gonna do with this? But the feeling that no matter what, you're taken care of. Oh, I just earned a hotel fee. You only get that here at the sportsbook born in Vegas. They know how to treat you right. Who you talking to, Jamie Foxx?
Bonus bets, exclusive offers, real-world rewards. BetMGM. Download and bet today.
His outfits are ridiculous. Ridiculous. Hey, Quilak, welcome in.
The following contest scheduled for one fall is for the Intercontinental Championship. Introducing first, the challenger from Ecatepec, Mexico, weighing in at 87 kilos, Penta. He's the man who has taken WWE by storm. Not to mention, Wade, he's pretty damn cool. Penta, bringing for his first singles championship since arriving WWE.
Physical charisma, 10. Athletic ability, 110. This guy needs to be.
Wonder we'll have interference on this one.
Welcome addition to WWE.
He's quite the year so far, including being the Iron Man of the Royal Rumble match earlier this year, lasting over 42 minutes. Backlash is brought to you.
Wonder what type of welcome Dominic's going to get. Good, bad, or indifferent here.
Zero added sugar, BCAAs, and electrolytes now available at Quick Trip. Memphis had quite the issue. Not only Dominic Mysterio, but also Judgment Day. Past couple of months. Oh, and look who's with it.
The New Day needs to come out and jump them.
Representing the Judgment Day, he is the Intercontinental Champion, Tony Dominic Mysterio. They are going to let Don go alone tonight. You spoke to Dominic earlier today. He says the gear he's wearing tonight is a tribute to his godfather, Psychosis, from his Nicho the Millionaire days in Mexico. I remember from the Mexico, but nonetheless, you think that Dominic would have been humble.
Picking Daddy Dom.
In many ways, it's made him, well, more insufferable.
Humble? You get humbled if you lose a championship. You win a championship, your ego is perfectly entitled.
You don't have to act like a jackass.
To go out of control, and I like that Nicho the Millionaire reference because Dirty Dom this evening absolutely looks like $1 million, as all of the housewives of planet Earth would agree with.
So, 30 seconds after he won the championship at WrestleMania, WWE social media caught him in the back of an interview, and he immediately crowned himself the greatest Intercontinental Champion ever. Now, dozens of Hall of Famers have held this prestigious title.
And some not. Just like throw that in too.
Well,
But you know,
so, okay, I'm sitting next to a former 5-time Intercontinental Champion in Wade Barrett. Would you consider Dominic the greatest Intercontinental Champion of all time?
he's certainly neck and neck with me at this point. So we're fighting it out for the top victory here, and Dirty Dom is #1 on his own.
And now, Dominic Mysterio. Look at the body shots to Penta. What does Dom need to do to knock off Penta here tonight?
Oh, he's going to avoid this jaw-dropping athleticism,
Wow.
this blink and you'll miss it kind of offense. Hit and move and try somehow around Penta.
Nice move by Mysterio.
Hey, I've said this over the past few months. I've been very impressed with the maturation process.
Could be a bunch of interference like that. Never know.
Finally, Michael Cole says something nice about Dirty Dom.
Backstabber.
Only took you.
Nice backstabber right there.
Carlitos, here's the cover. Hooking both legs in a kick out by the champion. I said his athletic ability and his in-ring prowess. I said nothing about his attitude.
You don't have to like his attitude, Joel. He's continuously proving the doubters wrong, and I know it grinds your gears that this kid is everything he said he ever was.
I mean, it should be a fast-paced match all the way through here.
Out to the floor. Here comes Dominic. Dominic with a suicide dive.
Oh!
DDT. What a move by Dominic.
Tornado DDT.
Greatest DDT you will ever see. That is how good Dirty Dom is.
I agree with you, Ray. That was absolutely incredible. Turn a suicide dive into a DDT, back into the ring, breaks the count, and now mocking Penta.
The only problem with that DDT is that it happened outside the ring, and you couldn't immediately capitalize with a pin. But wow, Dirty Dom.
Eddie Ringo. Just fired up.
Chop shots after chop shot.
I'll say this right. Dirty Dom is outmaneuvering one of the best movers in WWE in Penta. And nobody saw that come.
Penta was gripping hip first into the corner of the steel steps. Now Mysterio celebrating and back on the attack. And you know what? I gotta say, I like the aggressiveness of Dom here.
We're doing everything right thus far. It's all working. It was the mother of all coming out parties, defeating 3 top names at WrestleMania to become the champ, including this potential victim this evening.
Yeah, not to mention he pinned his fellow Judgment Day member Finn Balor, and I don't believe Finn has gotten over that yet. Covered out by Mysterio. Hook of the leg. Penta kicks out. Now you really
Kick out on 2.
Balor is just forgotten the fact that Dominic pretty much stabbed him in the back at WrestleMania and pinned him to win the Intercontinental title.
Finn Balor is a winner. Of course, it doesn't like it. He's never been happy he lost a match to anybody. But eventually, you accept it and you support your brother in arms in the Judgment Day, Dirty Dom.
Now, to this vicious attack by Mysterio on Penta, Dominic has been.
Man, he's got a lot of tattoos on him now. Good Lord.
Look at you, the gift of the gab, Michael Cole.
And again, Penta grabbing the bottom rope this time. And it forces a break.
That's a lot of cockiness too far there from Dirty Dom Mysterio. We're going to take care of the basics in this game.
Dominic Mysterio handed Penta his only singles loss in WWE. That happened the night after WrestleMania. The title on the line thanks to the return of JD.
Crowd is all over him. I love it.
That's another thing that ticked off Finn Balor. When nobody told Finn that JD was returning to WWE after that horrific injury.
You take off for a couple of minutes, then you sort it out in the back. You have a quick chat, high five, welcome back, brother. Let's move on.
Dominic, former 2-time NXT North American champion and one tag champ. This was Dan and Rey Mysterio. And Penta now, we're going to build some momentum. There's the swing line, and Penta going to turn things around.
Yeah, that showboat from Dom may come back to haunt him here. It's allowed Penta a way back in.
Penta, one-time world champion with Impact, AAA Latin American champion, of course, numerous tag titles with his brother Ray Phoenix over now on Friday Night SmackDown.
Penta's not quite moving as well as he normally does.
Penta up top.
This could be extreme danger.
And Penta now takes out Dominic with a cross body.
That was nice.
Well, that side of Penta that you mentioned earlier, getting drilled into those ring steps in the early goings, it's clearly affecting Penta in a big way, immediately recoiling after connecting with that crossbody.
Again, champions advantage.
About to count him out.
Submit Dominic to win the title. Referee now in a count of 3.
Penta's looking like he's struggling to breathe at this point. The effectiveness of that high-risk move is really neutralized when it takes this long to try and pounce. And look at the agony racking the body of this luchador.
And for a man like Penta, he flies around the ring lane. That cannot be good. Dominic with a great game plan tonight. With a kick right to the midsection.
Dominic kick to the midsection.
Swivel the hips here. And Penta not allowing the second of the 3 amigos to happen.
619 coming.
Don't listen to his gang. 619 does it the opposite side, however. Penta was ready for it. Now Penta launching himself up over the top. For the championship, Dominic.
Oh, almost.
in there from Penta, but again,
Penta almost got that pin.
agony. Take another look back at this high-risk offense, this vertical cross-body coming right down the throat of Dirty Dog, followed by this crucifix pig. There's still life in Penta, despite the level of assault he's had to absorb thus far.
And it's been a great performance thus far by Mysterio.
Oh,
Oblivion.
His two and a kick out by Penta. Dominic just delivered Oblivion, which is won Liv Morgan championships in the past, and almost had Penta
Wow.
taken out. Remember, Liv's off doing a move.
Almost had the Oblivion. I mean, he had it, but he almost had the pin from it. Daniel Barry, what's up, buddy? Welcome in.
Baby cakes, Liv Morgan. What? Baby cakes. That's what they call each other. Look,
Or do you call her that? Big kick now by Penta. Baby kicks. Penta now up to the top rope. Dominic trying to fight back. Penta out to the apron. Been a great matchup. We've hoped this crowd all night long. Dominic now on the apron.
Dominic on the apron.
Counter momentarily. Kick. Catches Dom.
Seguri kick by Penta. Oh my God, a destroyer on the apron. Holy hell. Here comes Carlito. Give me an apple.
Wait, over here. Balor and JD McDonough just bounced over the barricade. The referee is with Carlito and here.
What an excellent game plan.
Finn, what the hell was Finn waiting for? Finn took forever. And he got caught. Come on now. Balor had Penta dead to rights. He fiddled and farted around for a while, then he went to get a chair. And now the official.
Referee just threw him out of there.
Finn Balor was trying his best. His referee just raised his shot for once.
My God, JD McDonough's even upset with him. Whatever the play was, obviously.
Here comes Penta. He's going to land on him.
And Penta over the top. Hilo.
Well, Judgment Day wiped out. I think Finn Balor managed to get out of the way at the last second. Whatever game plan was there clearly did not play out as Judgment Day wanted.
Oh, big kick. That was fantastic.
Singles championship in WWE. And Balor back out here again. I thought they sent him packing. Oh, hey! Gable, Americano went over with that loaded mask, that steel plate in his mask. The official was giving
El Grande Americano strikes. There's your winner. El Grande Americano sneaks in.
Drinking. It's not Gable, it's a Grande Americano, the world's greatest luchador.
William, welcome in.
The luchadors for months and months now. Then he shows up in this goofy mask, and that's not Gable. He's taking out Penta. This is insanity.
Well, this is Penta going for broke, trying to take out the entirety of Judgment Day. One fell swoop. He missed one of them. Finn Balor and the destruction of Balor, and he came back, allowed El Grande Americano to hit that devastating headbutt that has taken out the likes of Ray Phoenix.
Well, the bottom line is Balor had to do something to almost screw things up with Mysterio. And then El Grande Americano shows up out of nowhere. And,
El Grande Americano.
This is a 4-on-1 fight for Penta tonight.
Well, ultimately, the big victor
Dominic Mysterio
is the greatest luchador on planet Earth. Dirty Dom Mysterio, who retains the gold. Great job.
You're sick.
You're sick. That's great.
They fear him, and so your dominion over hell is not absolute.
All right, what do we got next?
Rated M for mature.
Ladies match next, I bet.
2024.
Crown Jewel, they're promoting that like crazy. Oh yeah, we got that. I forgot about that one. That and the girls.
WWE Performance Center. Old Spice Total Body slams funk into oblivion. I could smell my own beard then. Oh. Scent of coconuts and palm trees with a submission hold. It is so chipped on the skin. So when you're stinking up the joint, turn to Old Spice Total Body and become the 24/7 freshest champ.
Oh my God, that commercial. That's okay, William. It's for those who want to attend it.
The newly minted welterweight champion, Mullah Muhammad, makes his first title defense in the Great White North against Aussie Jack.
All right, let's go. Get this up here.
Is available for purchase right now. Head to UFC.com/PPV for more information. Well, ladies and gentlemen, Monday Night Raw comes live to Louisville, Kentucky this coming Monday night. Finn Balor, AJ Styles, and what many would consider a dream matchup, one-on-one this coming Monday night. War Raiders still trying to prove that they want another title opportunity against the champs, the New Day. New Day said we're both doing American made. The Creed brothers first. That happens Monday night on Raw, live on Netflix. Rhea Ripley's back, and she's going to team with the women's world champion, Io Sky, to take on the upstarts, Roxanne Perez and Julia, in tag team action Monday night. And also live on Netflix from Louisville.
They're pushing Netflix. CM Punk will be on Netflix. Yeah, maybe the next time. Maybe next time.
2 weeks from tonight, we're in Tampa, Florida, on NBC for the return.
The return of Saturday night's main event.
And Jey Uso will defend his World Heavyweight Championship against Logan Paul on Saturday night's main event. Speaking of Saturday night's main event,
Love the Saturday night's main event music.
this weekend, Saturday night's main event on NBC. Randy Orton, his father, Cowboy Bob Orton, in a matchup with Hulk Hogan. Only appropriate was 40 years ago this weekend with his son Randy Orton heading into the main event later on tonight against John Cena. Mr. T, Piper involved in one of the most classic moments in WWE history. Speaking of Cena and Orton, we are in Randy Orton's hometown of St. Louis tonight. And these two men have been incredible champions. John Cena, of course, with 17 world titles, the most of all time. The Nature Boy Ric Flair has 16. Randy Orton is tied with the Hall of Fame in the game, Triple H, with 14 world titles.
Francisco, hello. Welcome in.
And here we have the Karate Kid fan section. These fans are feeling unstoppable. See Karate Kid Legend exclusively in theaters May 30th.
What the hell is that? Oh, Lord.
Coming up next, because in just a few moments, my partner and friend, Pat McAfee, steps into the ring to face the ring general. Well, Pat's bravery.
Yeah, I like Saturday night's main event.
I know who I'm pulling for. McAfee, Gunther, live next.
Here are 5 things you can do to make Peacock even better.
Oh, this is new.
Watch the newest movies on Peacock.
Hurry, Mommy, it's coming.
I don't think that Michael Cole will get involved. Maybe. I don't think so, though.
There's always something on. Add a Peacock original to my stuff.
He's an exceptional assassin.
And come back every week for new episodes. All in the pursuit of one thing, justice.
Wings, wings, no.
Taking a little brain vacay to Japan? It's the dream. Why don't you stop dreaming and go?
My budget's more instant ramen than sashimi these days.
Use Priceline. They've got millions.
Oh, God, it's the third time for this commercial. Now they're just repeating them left and right.
60% off. It's super fresh. Japan, here I come. Arigato.
Arigato.
When you wake up with pink eye, you get your prescription fast with Walmart Express Delivery. I wonder what else Walmart could deliver that fast.
Oh, yeah.
Oh. Chicken? Bueller. Bueller.
Bueller.
Pretty fast. If you're not using Walmart Express Delivery for your prescription, you could miss out.
Con cada paso, acumulamos experiencias y logros y aprendemos.
Again, third time we've seen this one too.
45 años o más, debes hacerte una prueba para detectar.
Too much.
Aunque no tengas síntomas. La prueba de Cologuard se puede hacer en la privacidad de tu casa. Cuando se detecta temprano, el cáncer de colon es tratable en 9 de cada 10 personas. Cologuard es para personas de 45 años o más, con riesgo promedio y no riesgo alto. Pueden darse resultados.
What's up, Mr. Willie? How you doing?
Pregúntale a tu médico si Cologuard es para ti.
This Mother's Day, luxury is how mom defines it.
Should be coming back with this match pretty quick.
Celebrate mom luxuriously with 20% off store-wide through Mother's Day. Only at Jared Cheney's.
This for the way you look at me.
Oh.
This the only one that's all.
He is very, very extraordinary. Good to hear it, Mr. Willie. Good to hear it.
Check out BetMGM Originals. Bets you can't find anywhere else. Bet on a player to score over 40 points.
Bet on a wrestler.
When a player makes 2 consecutive three-pointers. And raining threes. 10 threes scored in the first quarter. And so many more. New customers get a welcome offer up to $1,500 paid in bonus bets if you don't win. BetMGM, the sports book where we know how to treat you right. Download the app to bet.
Here we go. Whoa.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, by way of Indianapolis, Indiana, weighing in at 220 pounds, Pat McAfee! I'll be honest tonight, Wade, I am extremely nervous.
You know Michael Cole practiced that with him.
This man being in this predicament tonight. But I'm going to say what I said on the Countdown show. I'm going to apologize for 2 things tonight. One is getting Pat McAfee in this predicament, standing up for me tonight. And I'm also going to apologize in advance because for the first time really in my career, I am going to be very biased tonight in the call of this match. Pat McAfee, I want him to...
Sandy Ravage is there. Yeah, I saw him.
Abusing us, assaulting us, laying his hands on us, not allowing us as commentators to have a...
He's on the hard camera side. On the corner of the hard camera side.
For what he did to me and him
a number of weeks ago.
Well, I appreciate the passion. I can't really argue in the single point you made, but I'll try and be the voice of reason at times during this match. Of course, I want McAfee to win too. I can let you know this match is brought to you by Karate Kid Legends. 2 branches, 1 tree. See Karate Kid Legends exclusively in theaters May 30th.
Pat McAfee's had a number of matches, a handful in his career. Wade, he's been very successful. He's he's done it in WrestleMania. But listen, I understand he's going in there against a very vicious and a very violent man who's extremely upset over the fact that he is no longer world champion. He took that frustration out on Pat and I the night after WrestleMania, and it has led to this.
Look at you, you got your jacket up. I've never seen quite so incredible.
Sweating.
Here comes Gunther.
Things may finally be settling down in the mind of Pat McAfee. The penny may be dropping. The time to talk is over. And oh my God, what a predicament you find yourself in against this man, the ultimate destroyer.
The problem is that you can't allow a man like Gunther to just run around and assault people. Wait, you and I, we have a job to do out here. You know, 28 years I've been doing this. 28 years I've sat at this desk. I've got beaten up. I've got my butt kicked. I've missed a handful of shows. I should be allowed to have some sort of opinion after 28 years. And now we're afraid to say anything that might piss somebody off. They're going to come over here and beat the hell out of us.
You're morally right, but it doesn't make Pat McAfee getting in the ring with this man anywhere close to right.
And his opponent,
Gunther taking 8 days to get in the ring.
weighing at 250 pounds, the Ring Killer.
Come on, Pat. Come on, Pat.
Gunther.
I mean, if there's anyone that can pull this off, I believe it's Pat McAfee. Everything he's done in his life, his career to get to this point, hard worker, came from nothing, built an empire, has shown incredible athleticism.
Here we go.
And Pat is in a tremendous shape and ready to go. Come on, Pat. Come on.
When it comes to Pat, I'm like you. I love the loyalty. I love the bravery. I love the attitude. But I hate the chances of this going remotely well.
Yeah, but
it gives me no happiness to admit.
Hey, what if Gunther takes him lightly? What if he's already seen this?
That little kid got McAfee's jersey there.
In ring between these two, I feel like Gunther can take Pat lightly and still win.
That's what started it all for us when they mentioned the fact that Gunther tapped out to Jey Uso to lose his world title at WrestleMania.
Well, that's not doing Pat McAfee any favors right now, reminding and goading this big Austrian powerhouse, lighting that fuse inside the mind of Gunther. But sooner or later, there's going to be an explosion.
The points we're making, Wade, I think are valid. I mean, at WrestleMania a year ago, couldn't get the job.
This one's going to take a while. I wonder how many bumps they're actually going to do here.
Same thing happened this year against Jey Uso because Gunther looked past both of those men, didn't take them seriously perhaps, and now just slinging Pat across the ring. And
oh, you're absolutely right. Look, Gunther has had fewer than a handful of defeats in his entire time in WWE. You can pretty much space them out by about 12 months, and you're telling me 2 are going to come back to back within 3 weeks of each other? I'm not buying it.
McAfee hasn't had a real match in a couple of years, and he's in there with this killer Gunther who now just brutalizing him here and nearly going. And
he's just on top of not letting get to do anything right now.
I know why Pat's in there.
Acts first and thinks second. It's why he's been so
Acts first, think second.
But occasionally there is an exception, and this may be a watch way too far. Wow.
With the chop, and Pat able to move.
Pat's able to dance around it.
Over 17,000 on their feet for McAfee.
Gunther's just enjoying the sport of this right now, but make no mistake, tonight is not about sport. It's about soothing the damaged ego.
Crowd coming behind him.
Let's go, Pat. Collar and elbow tie up now. McAfee with a headlock. The official in this matchup, Dan Engler, sent out to the apron. Pat hanging on. Interesting that Pat with a clean break and now just mocked. My Gunther and a big break.
Oh my God!
Again,
McAfee fell.
he tried to come up over the top and
it's over exuberance.
Oh goodness!
McAfee fell trying to come over the rope.
McAfee, welcome to the greatest, most unstoppable force Europe has ever created.
Yeah, overzealousness is the way to put it. I mean, Pat can't get cute here. He's just got to try to take the fight to Gunther, or this is going to happen. And Gunther now with a kick right to the shoulder, and things are about to get nasty here. Pat not giving up.
That's crazy. Watching the replay over here. Gunther's telling him to chop him. Oh. Gunther just laid one in.
It's so obvious, like 10 unanswered from McAfee. Well, watch yourself here, Cole. Don't get too excited. Stay in the lane. I mean that for your own protection. Never want to find out.
Ow! That big club. Probably not the same guy, no. His chest is all lit up red. Oh, my word.
What does this prove? Seriously. What does any of this prove for you? Just pin him and be done with it. Just move on.
I don't know if you should be talking back to Gunther at this time. This is what comes
to have some mercy and just finish this thing.
Look, the aim of the game is to stay out of Gunther's way. Both you and McAfee have failed miserably at that, and these are the consequences.
On a shoulder tackle just drops McAfee. Went with the elbow. Pat goes out of harm's way. And now Pat with a kick. Remember, former Pro Bowl punter, kick to the spine. They had a bit shocked as Gunther makes it back to his feet. Pat breathing pretty heavy here. You would expect that there now. And Gunther with a kick to the spine of his own.
Well, I'll tell you right now, you could be a top marathon, a brilliant NFL player, a premiership footballer. You don't have the same kind of in-ring depth as Gunther has at this time.
Come on!
Michael Cole, I think, is wearing lipstick again. He's going to hawk up. Hawk it up. Oh, what a kick.
Cover him. No, you cover him.
Gunther's inviting you in, Cole. I suggest you sit your backside down on that chair and break eye contact. Take a look at it. Just when they chop.
I guess I'm just wrong.
Gunther, the reply was swift. A big size 15 boot to the kisser of McAfee.
Pat McAfee is all lit up red.
You do feel like Gunther should end this at a moment's notice that he wished to, but I think he's enjoying this too much. The fans are all over.
David T, what's up, buddy? Oh, another chop. Oh, German. McAfee's getting the hell beat out of him.
Just hit him. Can you end this thing, please? Gunther, just end the damn match.
The more you ask, the less likely he is to do so, Cole.
What has he got to prove here? Wait, he's already beat the hell out of the guy.
I mean, you can end it right here. Making a point.
McAfee's going to hawk up again.
The lights are fading out. Thanks for calling Pat McAfee immersively. This one is on its way to being well, no.
Not trying to fight out of this. Not sitting, he's trying to talk to some people about how to get out of this hole. Another German.
Oh, my God. What a face McAfee made on that German. The shock in his face. How fast that German came on him.
He's made his point. I get you. Gunther's mind is a compassion-free zone at this point.
The guy, he's made his point.
You're appealing to logic, but it's falling on deaf ears.
Okay. No, I ticked you off. End this match now and be done with it all.
McAfee's chest is a bloody mess.
Not saying anything.
I get it. This has never been about the 1, 2, 3 for Gunther. He knows he's got that in the bag whenever he feels like it. This is now a public spectacle.
Public flogging is what it is. Come on, Pat. Pat trying to hang on. Fans coming to life here. Pat trying to stick in this thing. Elbow well placed. Here comes Pat. Come on, Pat. Little rally here. Little rally. You've been against the wall before. You've been against the wall before. Come on.
Gunther's wall. Come on, Pat.
Back and roll. Oh, that is on his feet. Gunther from behind. Pat lands on his feet again. Killed him in his spine. Here comes McAfee. Come on, Pat.
Look at McAfee firing up.
Do something here. Cover. And a kick out. And Gunther quickly back to his feet. Right McAfee's face.
Oh, John. Pat McAfee has a foot like a traction engine capable of an 85-yard punt, and it just bounced off the steel jaw of Gunther.
We knew this wasn't going to be pretty. It wasn't going to be a 5-star wrestling match. It was going to be a vicious fight. And now Gunther begging for more from Pat. And Pat delivering chop after chop. One by Gunther again. Pat still on his feet.
This is interesting. They gave McAfee some offense, which was nice.
McAfee has already blown away expectations, but you've already morally won this.
I completely agree.
Why can't?
And McAfee's still in this, slugging it away with Gunther. McAfee may have the upper hand here.
And Gunther's covering up.
And Pat,
oh my God!
and Gunther's in trouble again. McAfee again with a super kick.
Gunther's wobbling. Finish the job, Pat.
Oh, caught it. And now, Gunther going for a powerbomb on McAfee.
Oh my God, that should end it.
Enough of this, end the match. You got it beat. Enough of it. You got it beat.
Well, Gunther getting wobbled there might be as good as it gets for McAfee, and now the torturous Boston Crab applied center of the ring. Pat McAfee swore blind he would never tap out. Pat calls to that Cole. Cole, get back here, what are you doing? Michael Cole has let me down, that's the absolute nutcase. McAfee coming back alive. Inches away from that ball roll, but the ring general Gunther transitions the hole. And now staring into the eyes of Pat McAfee's best buddy, Michael Cole, continuing to torture Pat McAfee. Oh, Cole, get the hell out of danger.
Michael Cole. He's going to get pulled into the ring.
I cannot help you from here. Oh my God, that is a 58-year-old man. Get the hell off him, Gunther. What the hell are you doing? Oh my God. Oh no! Get on it, McAfee.
Oh my God. Back and forth. Cole was a little bit involved.
Was Gunther still in hot pursuit? Turns his back on Pat McAfee.
Almost did a kick out. Almost did the roll up.
Almost the biggest shock of all time in this
Michael Cole's going to grab his legs. Referee at 2 3/4. Oh my God, he took his head off with a clothesline. McAfee taking one hell of a bump.
The class, the power, the strength of this Austrian destroyer coming to the full. And Pat McAfee is now being put to the sword.
Now he's going to put him out. McAfee trying to hook up.
To fight through this, the inevitable demise Gunther getting the hooks in deep. The fun is truly over. Pat McAfee's face turning tears. Get in there, referee, and just end this campaign.
Look at the crowd coming up for him. Holy hell.
Well, it's miraculous. Oh, Pat McAfee summoning strength from God knows where, fighting out of this. With his face turned a completely inhuman shape.
McAfee's done a good job of this. I'll give him credit. I was going to say, there's no way Gunther wasn't winning this match. They won 15 minutes. I give him credit. McAfee went 15 minutes.
As a surprise to nobody, but the guts, the resolve, the effort from Pat McAfee is something I will be applauding until the end of my days. And even Gunther, the indomitable force, seems astounded that it took him ratcheting.
How does Paul Angle have 26% of the vote? I just threw that in there because it was a crazy match. How the hell does he have 26%?
But the danger is truly still present. Watch yourself, lads.
What is Gunther going to do? What is he going to do? He's going to attack him again?
Wow. A rare show of respect from one of the greatest this industry has ever seen. Pat McAfee, we are so proud of you. What an effort.
McAfee, look how red he is from getting hit.
He forced himself through this agonizing Boston crowd. Desperately well done by Michael Cole, who left the desk, has called to continue to talk. Michael Cole subsequently get trapped in the ring, that distraction opening a brief window for McAfee to pull off the ultimate of shot. This is Michael Cole holding the leg of the ring general, perhaps the greatest chance McAfee had of pulling off that all.
Gunther versus Kelly Myers.
It wasn't quite enough. And as the sleeper was hopped in, a reversal immediately from Gunther following this clubbing like lariat.
That was a clothesline from hell. APA clothesline right there.
Pat McAfee fading, the eyes turning to dark pits, and finally getting thrown out. Pat McAfee, that was absolutely incredible. A well-deserved standing ovation for a man who performed above and beyond this evening at Backlash. Thank you, Pat McAfee.
Pat McAfee is going to feel it tomorrow. There's no doubt about that.
Let's go and take a special look at the new movie Karate Kid Legacy, starring Ralph Macchio and Jackie Chan. Two legends unite.
Is the next one the girls' match? Tiffany and Nia Jax. Is that the next one?
Mr. Miyagi? I came looking for you. Lee needs help.
Karate Kid Legends. Exclusive.
Yeah, he's coming back to Raw.
Wheatley American Vodka is for hardworking people with true American spirit. People who never.
Look at Cody selling some vodka.
People who rise to the occasion. Men and women who know how to get the job done. And when
that can't be next, is it? Isn't Tiffany working tonight or no? Is that the last match?
On June 7th, Los Angeles hosts two epic events. WWE Worlds Collide, featuring Triple A Lucha Libre. And WWE Money in the Bank.
The opportunity of a lifetime.
Rise.
Yeah, we still got the girls' match, Doug. Well, that was canceled? How come?
Worlds Collide and Money in the Bank in Los Angeles, June 7th.
Somebody get hurt or something?
Tickets on sale now.
This could be a short pay-per-view then.
I know Pat McAfee was crazy, but you showed me something else there, Cole. How are you feeling?
I'm good. Feeling for Pat. But listen, I said this a couple of weeks ago. I'm not going to let a guy like Gunther stop me from doing my job. And I've got to call one of the biggest main events in history coming up. So I'm going to be here to do my job. So let's get to work. WWE is coming to LA on Saturday, June 7th with Worlds Collide. That's the Kia Forum. And Money in the Bank at the Intuit Dome. Individual event tickets are on sale now via Ticketmaster. There's going to be plenty to talk about tonight on the Backlash kickoff show here in St. Louis. Takes place immediately following our upcoming main event. Of course, Triple H will be able
wow.
to show
Yeah, you're right.
The stars will be involved. Jackie, Biggie, and Peter taking over the festivities from there as soon as our main event is done tonight. You know, Wheatley American Vodka and WWE are proud to be joined tonight by Sergeant Michael Perkins from the USO and Scott Air Force Base right here outside of St. Louis.
Scott Air Force Base.
Technical Sergeant Perkins and all retired and active members of the U.S. military for your service. Final time of the night, we're going to show you some comparisons between two all-time greats in John Cena and Randy Orton. Combined 31 world titles. Another 15 other championships. Both of them won Money in the Bank, both Royal Rumbles as well. But tonight, it is a rivalry reborn. For over 2 decades, two titans have defined era after era. John Cena defends his 17th championship against Randy Orton here in Orton's St. Louis.
Both of them, yeah.
Will Viper slay one more legend on his quest to reach?
Yep.
Or will Cena's destructive farewell tour march on? Cena and Orton for the undisputed WWE Championship.
I used to be a hitman for my brother.
I thought you'd be scary.
You can't escape this life. I'm never coming back. Love her free now on Peacock.
Taking a little brain vacay to Japan? It's the dream. Why don't you stop dreaming and go? My budget's more instant ramen than sashimi these days. Use Priceline. They've got millions of hotel and flight deals on the menu. Have you tried the 60% off? Super fresh. Japan, here I come. Arigato.
Walmart Plus. It's Walmart Plus free delivery. Because cooking food is a lot more fun than shopping for it. It's Walmart Plus an included Paramount Plus subscription to stream Dora, so your daughter can learn Espanol.
Delicioso.
Yeah. Plus, you get 25% off at Burger King. And that's 25% more savings to put towards things you need, like napkins. Delicioso. Our thoughts exactly. Basically, it's Walmart plus more ways to save. Walmart Plus. It's Walmart Plus.
Ya tienes 45 años, la edad perfecta para volver a ver viejos amigos, explorar nuevos mundos y comenzar a examinarte contra el cáncer de colon. Con el aumento del cáncer de colon, es recomendable comenzar las pruebas de detección tan pronto cumplas 45. Usa la prueba de Cologuard en la privacidad de tu casa y envíala para obtener tus resultados. Es para personas de 40.
All right, let's see what they're going to do here.
Y sin riesgo alto de cáncer de colon. Pueden darse resultados falsos positivos y falsos negativos.
Will be an ice bath. Yeah, that's great.
This Mother's Day, luxury is how Mom defines it. Of course, she might define it a few ways. Celebrate Mom luxuriously with 20% off store-wide through Mother's Day.
Did you pick this out? Baby. Come here, you.
Only at Jared Jewelers.
And this goes away. Look at me. Oh, it's what we want. That's all. V is very, very
Extraordinary.
Is even more than anyone that you adore can love. It's all that I.
All right, waiting for them to come back with this one here.
All she talks about since we saved hundreds by bundling our home and auto insurance.
Hey, kid. It's pronounced Biberty.
Liberty.
Biberty. 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 Now she's mocking me. Very mature.
Hey, that's a nephew too.
Hey, I'm not the one acting like a total baby.
Who's two?
Only pay for what you need.
Doug's commercial.
You've had thyroid eye disease for a long time, and you've lived with the damage it caused. But even after all these years, restoration is still possible. Learn how at helpmyted.com.
If I were these people, I'd be all ticked off if I'm there and supposed to get 7 matches, you only get 5. Orton gets the reaction he should get in his hometown. Ten-time champion, 4-time heavyweight champion, 1-time intercontinental, 1-time United States, 4-time tag team. Mr. Money in the Bank 2013, 2009. That's great how they do the profiles of what they've done for their career. I love that. I do love that. Orton's definitely taking his time. He hadn't even got up on the corner of the ring yet. 3 taps. Yep, main event already. They canceled 2 matches. Yeah, they're letting the music play really long.
The Undisputed WWE title match is brought to you by Wheatley American Vodka. Wheatley is the undisputed champ of smooth, and it's 10 times distilled because cutting corners isn't American. Tonight, they celebrate the superstars aiming to achieve their own American dream. Grab an American Mule today with Wheatley, the official vodka of WWE. Please enjoy responsibly. I need one. After the night this has been. You need one of the water, whoever she's up, but don't worry, I'm buying tonight. I still get goosebumps every time these two men race the ring.
They're really holding this thing out as long as they can. Yeah, they did do a good job of giving him his moment. You're right, Mr. Willie. Probably all the way till the end, close to the end. All right, here we go. Finally get the announcement.
The following contest scheduled for one fall is for the undisputed WWE Championship. Introducing first,
The challenger.
challenger from St. Louis, Missouri, weighing at 280 pounds, the Viper, Randy Orton. And his opponent, he is the greatest of all time, the unseen 17, here to grace St. Louis with his presence one final time. He is the last real champion, John Cena.
He's doing a good job with this whole heel turn.
Here tonight. It was August 9th of 2001. Randy Orton and John Cena met for the very first time in a one-on-one match at an independent show called the Brian Pillman Memorial, back before they were a part of WWE. They would meet for the first time in OVW, Ohio Valley Wrestling, back in 2002. They would go on to meet many times over the years in matches that have branched from SummerSlam to WrestleMania, to triple threats, to high quits, to tables, ladders, and chairs into a 60-minute Iron Man match. They are dead even when it comes to wins and losses. And if this is the final time that these two ever meet, I can truly say that I've been honored and privileged to call many of these matches. And I'm sure in this match for the undisputed WWE Championship that Randy Orton and John
Orton is so much bigger than him. I never realized that. How big Orton is.
The key for Randy Orton to win his 15th World Championship.
Well, he needs to tap into that unadulterated hometown energy that is backing their boy here in St. Louis all the way to number 50.
What about for John Cena, the record-setting 17-time world champion?
Well, John Cena needs to tap into that bitter, resentful side that we saw at WrestleMania.
They're doing lockups. You know they're trying to waste time. How long can we go without making a bump?
17-time world championship. John Cena, in a nutshell, needs to take every shortcut and every low road available to him this evening.
You know,
lock up twice, feed up to the crowd. Lock up again, I'll feed up to the crowd. We can go 10 minutes before we even do anything.
17th world title. Ric Flair, of course, now sits in second place with 16 world championships. Third on that list, tied for third, is this man Randy Orton, and the Hall of Famer Triple H with 14. Wade, an incredible feat.
Welcome in, Steve Browning.
Randy Orton, we saw on our pre-show, Randy Orton claims he's got at least 10 years left in his body. If he makes this number 15, then 17 will become tantalizingly close.
You know, I was sort of expecting that. John Cena, obviously, with a cheap little slap. That was just to play mind games, you know.
Cena's calling the match, it looks like.
Maybe the best champ of his life, and
there's a poke in the eye. Oh, payback.
And official Chad Patton gonna let a little bit go here tonight, as well he should.
Well, let me tell you, Cole, the difference at WrestleMania is that Cody Rhodes refused to take that low road with John Cena. He was too morally pure and he came back to Patton. Randy Orton historically has had no issue whatsoever in taking whatever low road is available. All bets are off now.
I bet you they're selling some of that vodka, though. I guarantee you that.
For Randy Orton, I've said many, many times over the years, he has absolutely no absence of malice. He doesn't like anybody. And despite his growing popularity over the years, he's still the same old Randy Orton way.
Yeah, the personality doesn't change. Sometimes they love him, sometimes they hate him, but innately inside Randy Orton, there are those sadistic voices turning him to the dark side. And that is a massive benefit to Orton tonight if he's going to be so cool. Last week,
he had a tremendous sit-down interview with Randy on the Countdown show, Wade. Very open in a lot of things that he talked about.
Yeah, and I'll tell you right now, this is by far the most...
Step over, leapfrog, shoulder block.
Truly is in 2025 the locker room leader that John Cena never was during his time on top.
Well, I mean, you would know better than I would since you spent time in the locker room, but I'm not sure if I agree with that statement. I think many people would believe Cena was a locker room leader for much of his career.
I completely dispute that. I think John Cena was about one man and one man only, and Randy actually echoed that in my interview with him throughout his career on top. John Cena put himself first and foremost, where somebody like Randy Orton is consistently giving...
This also coming from the guy that headed up a group that tried to end John Cena's career. In fact, you had a match with Randy Orton at one point where John Cena was forced to be the referee in that match because of this whole silly Nexus situation you were involved in.
There's nothing silly about the Nexus. I was a young guy trying to punch up and make a name for myself. I thought that was. We can't blame young guys taking shortcuts like that. But Randy Orton is a man who certainly doesn't need any shortcuts this evening. Physically built to perfection, and now John Cena's taking a stride.
Hey, you would have never seen this in the old John Cena. Whatever happened to the hustle, loyalty, and the respect of the never give up attitude?
Orton's going to go catch him.
Cena knows physically he cannot match the absolute best, so he has to take these shortcuts. On Randy Orton is saying, hell no, you ain't getting away that easy.
And Randy Orton he wants an opportunity at the championship. Of course, he has to pin or submit John for that to happen. Interesting interview in Billboard magazine with Randy Orton. Among the subjects they talked about was the fact that, and here's Cena.
Cena with a clothesline.
Randy finds himself in this unfamiliar position of getting cheered when he always used to be Cena getting cheered when he faced Orton Impact.
It's unadulterated at this point, and let me tell you, the entire locker room in WWE is completely united behind Randy Orton, this spiteful megalomaniac that 2025 John Cena has become. He does not own the history and the legacy of this company and that championship that it's currently in possession of.
Well, since he's going to retire with it because he's the last real champion.
4, 5, 6.
So impressed with the shape that John's able to maintain with the schedule that he has. Dude, I can't lose a count if I try.
Physically incredible shape is John Cena, and he showed that he absolutely does not have that ring rust at WrestleMania 41.
8, 9, 10. Orton just going to 15. He don't care. 20.
17,000 plus in St. Louis in unison, chanting along with Randy's punches.
Give him 20 more, please, Randy Orton. And Cena now on jelly legs. Not a good place to be.
Big arm.
Down in proximity to a man as dangerous as Randy Orton.
Covered by Randy on Cena. And Cena kicks it too. Randy knew he wasn't going to pick up the win there. It was more psychological than anything else.
So that's the methodical pacing that has made Randy Orton one of the absolute greatest of all time. And now Darby stopped being targeted across the frame of John Cena.
I think we've given the Orton stomp by now.
Do you think we get a Seth Rollins interference? Is that possible?
That's the style that Cena worked against Cody Rhodes at WrestleMania. And it really helped John in that matchup. But now he's in the match against a guy like Orton who does the same thing.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. So Cody Rhodes is a much faster-paced superstar than John Cena happened to be at WrestleMania 41. Cody was baited into that. If Cena wants to take things slow tonight, that entirely plays into the wheelhouse of the Viper Randy Orton, who looks a different class than the champ this evening.
Oh! Randy with a knee to the face of Cena and a kick out. Let's not
2.5.
I mean, let alone the fact that his dad is a Cowboy Bob Orton. We mentioned 40 years ago this weekend, the big match with Hulk Hogan at Saturday night's main event. But, you know, he also learned the trade and all the tricks in the book from not only Triple H, but the Nature Boy, the dirtiest player in the history of the sport, as part of Evolution.
We've gone almost 8 minutes now.
To give you a roadmap on how to excel on that low road and drop the hammer at the right time against John Cena. He certainly is not going to give up easily in this one.
Yeah, Cena looking for a sleeper now on Orton. Got him caught center of the ring. Not sure if John has it all. And now he might. John putting his entire pressure on the body of Randy. Randy's massive frame able to hold John up at least momentarily, but John trying to wrestle him down to the mat.
Yeah, we saw that montage of the history between these two. You can see from the frame alone how much the physique of Randy has changed over the years. Once upon a time where he collapsed when John Cena was on his back, not here.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, what you're right is strong.
Yeah, the Viper wrapping himself around John Cena. More like a chin lock applied here.
Cena's so working and trying to keep the crowd in, but milking the whole time. It's good by both of them.
Now John turns it around to a sleeper zone. Now remember, this is Cena's first title defense since he won the championship at WrestleMania. Not had a match since then. Randy Orton now locks up John again. Now John,
Reverse again. Saw that coming.
that back suplex brings both men down in the center of the ring. Again, senior official Chad Patton working this match tonight.
It's going to be incredibly difficult for either one of these two to catch the other by surprise this evening.
You know, we talked earlier. No one ever thought that someone would knock off the 16-time world championship record held by Flair.
The crowd wants something unique to happen.
Nobody's ever going to get to 17. But if Orton's talking about hanging around another 10 years, he may do that.
Yeah, it's only Randy Orton who's able to get any form of
shoulder tackle.
That's for sure.
Shoulder tackle now by Cena. Orton goes down again. And John, and there's that spin slam by Cena. And John Cena's got Orton where he wants him. But will he give the fans what they want?
Muscle memory for Cena. And hats off to Cena, not even breathing heavy.
Mockingly. And now John with a five-knuckle shuffle across the forehead of Orton.
Well, it's a knob, but he's absolutely capable of tapping into that historical best. And here we go, goal.
Cena looking for an angle, who's able to slip out from behind. Now with a
big clothesline by Orton. Another one.
It is May. It is the final number of months of John Cena's legendary career.
I think you're going to have interference tonight. I'm thinking it's going to be Seth and then Roman. Or Seth and then CM Punk.
Cena's in trouble here. He's been in this position before. It's a draping DDT, but Cena, great move. Cena rolling up Orton here. And again, these guys know each other so well, Wade.
Yeah, when you know that.
Now Cena looking for this PFU.
Randy blocking it so well. Keep those hands where they are, Randy.
John trying to lock it in, but Randy Orton able to block at least momentarily. John's able to slip it in there, though. He doesn't have all of it. As Orton now trying to drag John to the ropes.
Cena desperately trying to rear back and stretch that spine of Randy Orton. But Randy, perhaps at this point, at least too powerful to allow to do so.
John Cena realizing that was the grab and drag Orton back through the middle of the ring. Randy creates space.
Stay away from the heaviest hitters, and here we go again.
Cena! Orton lands it.
And I think Randy, as he recuperates, may start hearing some voices.
Okay.
Many times from Randy Orton, and things never went well in the aftermath.
Thank you, Fred. This is where you're going to have the interference if you're going to have it.
The Viper is coiled. The Viper is ready to strike. Look for the RKO. Cena blocked. Cena now with Randy up on his shoulders. Attitude adjustment. Wait a minute. Both men down. Okay.
Well, figure this out. Massive amount of effort there from Johnson.
And look at this. Right there.
He missed it.
Yes. Cena went for the AA. Randy went for the RKO, and both men took each other out.
Just shows you how
Interesting. That was different.
we were oblivious to him and check the slow-mo, my God. Keeping himself in the hook.
The incredible Cena delivering an AA while Randy countered at the same time at the RKO. And
well, Cena smelled victory there. But taking it away at the death is the unrepentant Viper.
it's amazing. So many years of watching these two battle, and it just each and every time, and just so blessed to be out here, Wade, to watch these two all-time greats go at each other.
Two of the most iconic professional wrestlers of this millennium.
And you shared the ring with both of them. That's incredible.
Oh! And I rarely had any form of success in watching 1A and 1P.
He did get an RKO. They both did their finishing move on each other. It was the AA and the RKO.
Big uppercut by Randy. 17,000 plus have been invested. And not only, oh, wait a minute.
Two and a half. Look at that gash on Cena's back. Wow.
Massive shots from John Cena. Randy Orton dig deep to protect the legacy of not only his family, but his entire industry.
I was going to say 17,000 invested in every move in this match tonight. In fact, they've been invested in every move of every match tonight. What has been an incredible show. We've had 3 title retentions so far tonight. Cena trying to make it 4. Now, Randy Orton up on his shoulders again, able to use those long arms to hang on to the top rope. And the momentum now. This is wildly seen off the ropes again. There's another shoulder tackle to Randy. Randy. Oh,
RKO.
And John Cena rolling out of harm's way. Randy could not capitalize.
Oh my God, John Cena picking up the pace on this one. Randy Orton with a desperation throw at the RKO. So much has been taken out of Orton. And he may have got a stinger at some point. Trying to get some feeling back in the hands, grabbing the neck with his RKO, so instinctive.
Oh, Randy's had
precision.
And wait, he's had neck issues, back issues, shoulder issues his entire career.
25 years at the top, taking on guys like John Cena will do that to your brain. Both of these men, racked with countless injuries over the years. It's astounding they can still do this at the very top level.
It's been nearly 8.5 years. Oh, wait a minute. The legend killer wants to be the goat killer. Went for the punt. John Cena able to counter into another AA to retain.
That'll do it. Nope. Kicked out.
Randy Orton did promise us a couple of weeks ago he was going to connect with a punt to the skull of John Cena. Excitement. Overcommitted, turned his back briefly, and Cena was ready to pounce. But equal to it, somehow still Randy Orton. And looking over Orton in the ring, he's keep wiggling those fingers around how much feeling is left in there.
Big fight atmosphere, 17,000 plus sold out St. Louis tonight. Backlash. Cena, Orton, once again, perhaps the final time for the undisputed WWE Championship. And now, John Cena.
Cena mocking him.
Big smile on his face off the reaction of the WWE fans and Orton's hometown. And now John Cena, maybe lining up for a punt of his own. Randy Orton moves out of harm's way. Randy now went for an RKO.
Ah, the referee bump. There it is. You knew it was coming.
That was a heavy heavy landing for Chad Patton.
And now Chad down, Cena with a through to the A, delivered to Randy, but John is very well aware there's no official right now.
Yeah, how many times do you see people dive on a pin in that situation? That is 25 years of experience of John Cena, knowing full well he's on a hiding to nothing. But with the referee down, what the...
Well, you know, John is staring down at the title. Remember what happened in WrestleMania when Cody Rhodes wouldn't pull the trigger, wouldn't use the championship.
Well, you can go as low as you want at this point. You can't see me. Referee can't see it.
Why? Why?
That's the answer. History.
I mean,
You already made history.
Yeah, you own history. You don't have to act like this.
We're trying to own history. That's the point. That's why he wants to retire with that championship and with the referee down. Randy and Patel. Oh, KO out of nowhere by Orton. But again, there's no official. But the Viper is struck. Cover on John. 1, 2, 3, 4. And now Chad just came.
Kicked out. Kicked out.
Randy Orton knew that was his opportunity, and Cena is now reeling.
Well, what a roller coaster. 60 seconds this was. Swinging back and forth. Both men looking to be closing in on the win. Randy's in a bad way, but I think John Cena is even worse off at this point.
Oh, Chad Patton, I'm not even sure he can breathe.
Crowd doesn't like it.
Oh, boy. Get the hell out of the way, Wade.
You don't have to tell me twice. Oh, God, you remember that Phantom Rage who was supposed to be targeting and Kevin Owens? It didn't just dissipate. It's remained that it's been refocused on John Cena.
What are you talking about? This man's had pent-up rage for 25 years. Randy Orton is up. Now, hold on. I'm seeing it on Johnson.
Oh, man, that was head first.
Referee takes a second bump.
First of the steps.
The Chad Patton's done.
And now John Cena sending Randy Orton off the ring post.
Well, the referee, Chad Patton, was trying to plead with Randy Orton, speak some sense, get him back in the ring, and that was the moment John Cena capitalized and got straight back into this.
And again, I got to admit something here, Wade. John has been just a step quicker tonight to beat Randy Orton to the punch.
He's got that look on his face that he's looked every second in so far. He's trying to embarrass and humiliate Randy Orton in his hometown.
Well, he's going to do that if he puts him through his table here. Just the scowl and the disgusting look on the face of, the disgusting look, I should say, on the face of Cena. And now John with Randy Orton up top. Focusing on the announce table now. Randy Orton, though, he's got John up on his arm. And Randy Orton now. Look at this. Randy. With an AA to Cena.
The table didn't break. The table didn't break. Cena knocks it out.
John Cena bouncing off the table.
Table was supposed to go all the way down. It didn't.
Randy's talking to himself now, and that's never a good thing. You might want to get back, Cole. You've already...
That end piece is too heavy. You're not moving that.
Randy now just dragging John Cena up, talking some trash as he's doing it.
But this carnage, referee Chad Patton is down, and I assure you, he's not coming back here.
Oh, somebody better check on Chad. He's out. We need
The referee's still out.
Randy's beat the hell out of Cena. And I don't think he's done yet.
Got a lot of water wounded. Our medical staff are focused on a lot of the bodies that have been beaten up this evening. Things are about to get even worse. Judging by the actions of Randy Orton, who has found something he likes to look at.
And the fans do as well.
Table coming out.
Randy Orton, he's setting up a table, Wade. Randy Orton, they found setting up a table. I mean, he's already put John into one and through one, and now he's got the hood over our announce table and he's tossed it out of harm's way, and he's going to drag John Cena now.
The morality goes out the window. Referee's down. Take your chance. Make this a street fight.
Now John fighting back. Bouncing Randy off the steel steps here. Cena, ready, fighting back. Randy.
AA through the table.
The amount of energy he's exerted this evening, you can't blame him, but John Cena to banter right to this point. 2 tables he's been through.
But wait, there's a serious problem here. We don't have an official. This has turned into an all-out street fight, an absolute brawl. Referee Chad Patton's been down for a number of minutes. He went head first into the steel steps.
Well, we need a contingency plan because this match is continuing.
Well, maybe general manager Pierce can figure out sending another official down here. It is awesome, guys, but Randy's not going to have a chance to win things if there's nobody to count.
Crowd's chanting, this is awesome. Here comes this is when you'll have a run-in now.
John Cena trying to come to now, trying to make it back to his feet. Orton is primed and ready. Randy Orton now. RKO Cena.
Where's the run-in?
Look who's coming. Look who's coming. A person on the arena. Into the ring. Cena takes it through. Not quite quick enough for Randy Orton. But we got another official in the ring.
That official came flying.
But somehow I'll give all the credit in the world after going through 2 tables and tasting an RKO. John Cena refuses to die.
Cena's got the belt. He's going to miss Orton and hit the referee and take out the referee. 3, 2, 1. Referee going down. Here it comes.
The official, John Cena, is stalking him from behind. Oh,
told ya. Saw that coming.
The official's down again. Randy Orton's got the damn championship one again. And again, there's no official. And now general manager Nick Aldis from SmackDown and a bunch of officials heading down to the ring, trying to get the official Eddie Orango to come too.
I'll tell you right now, I've seen many championship shots.
This is ridiculous.
That was about as hard a hit as I have ever seen. I'm not surprised as this was focused on the referee who's down. And
Nick Aldis is going to get an RKO.
Of course he did. Now he's yelling at Aldis, the general manager.
Get another referee, Nick.
Anybody left?
After seeing 2 carcasses of referees, who can blame nobody else who wants to run down? There's some
RKO on Aldis. That'll be a fine. Another RKO. It's an RKO.
They're all feeding up for the RKO. I love it. That's great. Everybody's feeding up for the RKO. Oh my God.
He had the title won a number of times in this match. John Cena is defenseless in the corner. Randy Orton is backing up into position. He tried to do this earlier tonight. I mentioned the Legend Killer for many years.
Here comes the punt. He's not going to get it. He's not. He's going to get blocked on the punt. Told ya. What the hell? RKO on R-Truth. Nut shot. Nut shot. Shot with the belt. Ref comes out. 1, 2, 3.
A fan of John's, but the problem now off the low blow. Cena has the championship gold in hand again. Right off the skull, Orton. He gets rid of the evidence into the cover. Again, no official, but coming to and dragging himself into the ring is Chad Pat. Pat's back into the ring. The cover now by Cena. Randy Orton is down and out. And John Cena retains the hit.
There you go. You think I know a little bit here?
I don't even know what to say anymore, except the fact that the old John Cena never, in a million
Wow.
years, would have taken a victory like that.
Wow, wow, wow.
Ray, that is what made John Cena special.
Bodies everywhere. Thank you, Doug, for the help tonight.
Crucially, that's irrelevant right now. What is relevant is that John Cena is still the champ.
I want to see what they're going to do here, if anything.
The last real champion in his mind, and I mean,
well, this was the second referee who got fouled. Eddie Orengo, championship shot to the skull, connected with a flush RKO. And Randy had this one. This was the moment. This place should have come unglued. And Randy should have been the 15th time world champion.
now Randy's going to suffer a lot of fines after the carnage he left as his frustration.
Just the RKO party. Anyone in reasonable range took one. Our producers, our executives, Jamie Noble face first bouncing off the mat. And this was when Randy Orton lined up the punch, and it should have been executed. That was the kill shot.
R-Truth out here to save his long-time buddy.
R-Truth. What the hell? There's an R-Truth sighting.
Distraction from R-Truth opened the window for John Cena to do the dastardly take it as low as you want. And Randy Orton at this point with that championship.
Go pick the code up. I'm getting ready to call it anyway. All right. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, moderators. Thank you, friends. Thank you, Cricket, for your help. We'll see you all tomorrow when we get back at it. Monday. What is tonight? Saturday? Sunday. Triple C show. Baseball. Oh boy. John Cena couldn't get on a microphone.
I don't need music. What I need is competition. And I sure as hell don't need you. Drinking it in St. Louis because this is what the last real champion looks like.
Well, that's it. I thought they would do something else there. Wait and see. Last time they did something after credits rolled. Nope, that's it. All right, we'll see you next time, everybody. Have a great night.